Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to the temple and happy Chanukah to us all. We begin our service singing together, Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful the day is. It is Shabbat. Turn now to page 172 in our prayer books to sing together Ma Tovu. Rise now as we turn to page 195 for the Berlow, for the call for prayer. אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, יוצר אור ובורא חושך, עושה שלום ובורא את הכל, המאיר לארץ ולדרים עליה ברחמים, ובטובו מחדש בכל יום תמיד מעשה וראשית. מה רבו מעשיך אדוני, כולם בחוכמה עשית, מלאה הארץ קנייניך, תתברך אדוני אלוהינו, על שבח מעשה ידיך, ועל מאורי אור שעשית, יפארו חסלה. אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו. Baruch Ata Adonai Yotzer HaMeorot. And we read together on page 196. The world is sunlight restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart,
bringing light to the eyes, more welcome than gold, a Torah from heaven.
I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch Ata Adonai Yotzer HaMeorot. And we turn to page 200 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. Please join me with the reading of the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha. Vehayu advarim האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and upon your gates. children, speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise.
And we turn now to page 204 to sing together the Micha Mocha. I believe we have a special tune that is fitting with the holiday. It's a Jewish tradition that we change the music and the tunes, not the words, to fit the music of the holiday. So it's kind of like name that tune. You suppose you know that it's Micha Mocha, but you're supposed to know what's the song, the Chanukah song that it comes from. As we turn to page 205 for the Tfilah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומשיח, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Source of all being, we turn to you as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens, they felt you in their hearts, they sought you in their lives. Their quest is ours. Help us to see the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth.
Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring near the world we envision, one of justice, freedom, and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. And we read together. You are the open door that beckons me in. Peeking around the door frame, I begin to enter into your glory. You move me forward, O Eternal, to step beyond self-made boundaries. Lift my foot over the threshold, that I might abide with you. In the house of the Eternal, I found my questions waiting to be posed. They filled me with wonder. Sit with me, Eternal Teacher. Encourage my seeking. As I fill my hours with your mitzvot, so shall I be filled. Send me through your door, stretching up to honor your name, sharing out this wonder, enriching myself in the giving. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותה בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, ויקרא אבינו הוא מלכינו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated.
ישמחו ומלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו ומלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת.
turn now to page 216 for the prayer for shalom, for peace and wellness and wholeness. O God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch ata Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
שים שלום, שים שלום, שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל יראי שמך. שים שלום, שים שלום.
We take a moment for a silent prayer. We all need healing and courage and strength in our lives. The prayer for healing and courage and strength is on page 253, the Misha Berach, as we name in our hearts those we know that need courage and strength and healing. We sing together.
מי שבירך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. מי שבירך אמותינו מקור הברכה bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We turn now to page 244 as we rise for Seder Kriyat HaTorah LeShabbat, the order of reading from the Torah on Shabbat.
In kamocha Elohim Adonai, v'in
Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Our God is one, Adonai is great, holy is God's name.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Lecha Adonai Hagidula, V'Hagivura, V'Hatifirit, V'Hanitzach, V'Hahod. Ki kol bashamayim u'va'aretz, Ki kol bashamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacho, V'hamid nasi lichol lirosh.
Please sit down. Be seated. I'm sorry. We're at the Torah portion that is called Vayeshev. It's mainly known about the story of Joseph and his brothers, a story that begins with jealousy and hatred over the coat, the tunic, the special tunic that Jacob gives only to Joseph, and the favoritism that Jacob only gives to Joseph ends up with selling Joseph to become a servant, a slave in Egypt. And as you know, ends up the story. You also, the Broadway show, you all probably read the books on it. So as you know, eventually Jacob and his family are going to also descend to Egypt, and that's the beginning of our descending into Egypt, the people of Israel descending into Egypt, and hundreds of years of servitude and slavery to the Egyptians. So in a way you can say that in our Torah portion, it's the beginning of the going down to Egypt. It's the beginning of the end of our of the story of our ancestors in the land of Canaan before they'll come back with Moses and then with Joshua and enter the land. We're going to read a chapter that looks like it's misplaced, even though it has a lot to say. We have a very interesting thing in our Torah portion. Our Torah portion is 3 chapters. The first chapter begins with the stories of Joseph and why the brothers hate him so much and the favoritism of his father, and ends with selling Joseph, and he is been sold later on to Egypt. And it ends, the story of Joseph ends with Vayered Yosef, Vayosef Yurad. I mean, Yosef was taken down, descended into Egypt. And the next chapter, chapter 38, begins with Vayered Yehuda, the brother, the more important, it's not the oldest, he's 4 in the lineage, but he's 4th, but he's the strongest brother, he's the leader of the brothers, also goes down right after what happened with Joseph. And then as this chapter 38 ends, chapter 39 begins like chapter 38 is a misplace or a mismatch, because it begins as it's continuing chapter 37. So we have it like a side note, something that we don't really understand maybe why it's here, except for the fact that it begins in the same way as the other chapter closed, as the other story closed. There's actually much more into it. We'll read the first few verses and maybe we'll see why is that, but also talk about the women in the story, the women in our Torah portion, and the whole reason for telling such stories about our ancestors that don't actually give such a great reputation to our ancestors and to our family and our lineage. Most nations don't do that. They don't tell stories that shed a really bad reputation on the beginning of their story. They're telling much more courageous stories about kings and knights and bravery and so on, not about brothers that are selling their brother into slavery after attempting to kill him. So let's say the blessing before reading from the Torah, and then we'll go to the reading.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
ויהי בעת ההיא, וירד יהודה מאת אחיו, ויט עד איש אדולומי ושמו חירה. וירא שם יהודה בת איש כנעני ושמו שוע, ויקחיה ויבוא אליה ותר ותלד בן, ויקרא את שמו ותר עוד ותלד בן, ותקרא את שמו אונן. ותסף עוד ותלד בן, ותקרא את שמו שלה. והיה בכזיב בלידתה אותו. ויקח יהודה אישה בכורו ושמה תמר. ויהי בכור אדוני רע בעיני אדוני, וימיתהו אדוני. ויאמר יהודה לאונן בוא אל אשת אחיך ויבם אותה, והקם זרע לאחיך. וידע אונן כי לא יהיה הזרע, והיה אם בא אל אשת אחיו ושיחת ארצה לבלתי נתון זרע לאחיו. וירא בעיני אדוני אשר עשה, וימת גם אותו. ויאמר יהודה לתמר כלתו שבי אלמנה בית אביך עד יגדל שלה בני, כי אמר פן ימות גם הוא כאחיו. This is not a PJ-13 story, so if you are about to be offended, maybe you shouldn't listen to the translation, but we'll read the translation now. Around that time, Judah parted from his brothers. The Hebrew is actually vayered, which means ascended. Parted is politically correct, maybe. A word vayarad is always bad. You go down, not so much geographically, you go down spiritually, especially here, that he's not going down, he's not up on a mountain and going down. It's definitely descending down, so he's going down. Judah descended from his brothers and fell in with an Adulamite named Chira. There Judah saw the daughter of a Canaanite named Shua. He took her to wife and coupled with her. She became pregnant and bore a son, and he named him Again, she became pregnant and bore a son, and she named him Onan. Yet again she became pregnant and bore a son, and she named him Shelah. When she gave birth to him, he, Judah, was in Kziv. Judah now took a wife for his firstborn. Her name was Tamar, but Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of Adonai, and Adonai brought about him his death. Judah then said to Onan, couple with your brother's widow, unite with her, and raise up offspring for your brother. But Onan knew that the offspring would not be his, so whenever he coupled with his brother's wife, he would waste his seed on the ground, in order not to produce offspring for his brother. What he did was wicked in the sight of Adonai, who brought about his death as well. Judah then said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, stay as a widow in your father's house until my son Shelah grows up. He fought lest he too die like his brothers. So Tamar went and stayed with her father's house. So on top of the fact that it's a side story, it's a very difficult story. Johanna mentioned to me that she doesn't know of any other case where God targets children of our ancestors, children of our family. The fact that God decides to kill 2 children for things that definitely don't rise up for a capital punishment. The first one, we don't know even what he did. It just said that Adonai didn't like what he did, so Adonai kills him. The second one, wasting your seed. I mean, we have Shimon and Levi that massacre an entire city in Shechem, and God doesn't target them. So why target the children of Yehuda in such a way? That's a very problematic story there. The whole thing is very problematic, and the actions of Yehuda also seem to be problematic. You know, the names in Hebrew always mean something. You probably are not going to name your children after the children of Yehuda. The first one, it means awaken, but if it says did Ra, bad things in the eyes of God. Ra and are the same letters, just upside down. Obviously, the rabbis and the Midrash notice that, so it's like calling your son wicked. And then the second child is called Onan, which is the Hebrew word till today, to waste your seed and not to make it fertile. The third son is the nicest name. Shelah means hers. He belongs to her, which means that that child is actually destined to be Tamar's husband, but Yehuda decides to prevent Tamar from that. Tamar is going to trick Yehuda. She's going to dress as a harlot, as a prostitute. He's going to lie with her. She's going to have a child. She's going to trick him not to punish him. He thinks that she has a child. He doesn't know it's from him. So he thinks that child is a child of acting like a harlot, like a prostitute. So he wants to put her to death, but she manages to show him his credit card and his identity card that he left with the prostitute because he wasn't thinking, and she's saved from death because of her wisdom. What I love about this story and about all those stories is the fact that the Torah tells things as they are. And that's part of the teaching of the Torah. The Torah doesn't say we're only going to tell you stories about good people that are perfect people. The Torah really shows you the complexity and the thickness of real life, and the heroes of the Torah are as far away from perfection as could be. Now, how does this story end? Tamar is going to be, she's going to be pregnant from Yehuda, from Judah, her father-in-law. She's going to have twins, and those twins are going to be, from them will come the lineage of the house of David. This is the house of the Jewish, what we call in our tradition, Messiah and King. Every Jewish king, if you have a claim to be the king of the people of Israel, then you have to prove that you are a descendant of the house of David. We're celebrating Hanukkah, by the way, and the rabbis are upset with the Maccabees, with the Hashmonaim, because they make themselves kings and they're not from the house of David. You have to be from the house of David. So the story has a very happy ending. And Yehuda, who sins here twice, he descends from his brothers, he marries a Canaanite woman. You're not supposed to marry a Canaanite woman. And he prevents Tamar from having his son, and he has relationship, even though he's tricked, with his daughter-in-law. But anyways, he has a relationship with a prostitute. That's not also something that you're supposed to do. And yet, he's going to be the leader of our people, the tribe of Yehuda. We're even named after the tribe of Yehuda. So there's a happy end there, and even a happy end to the story of Joseph. 2 years after he's in jail, he's going to come out and he's going to be the ruler of Egypt. The fact that people are not perfect doesn't prevent the Bible to present them as people who are at the end going to be the leaders of our people. And there's a great lesson in that. Let's say the blessing after reading from the Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Please rise.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe, b'yad Moshe. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe, b'yad Moshe. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael.
We turn now to page 283 for the Aleinu, and we read together on page 283. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated as we continue the Aleinu on page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding, loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom and of peace.
ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially David Sean Bailey, Paula Erdley, Jean N. Backrack, Leopold Fleischaker, Philip Friedman, Leah Goldberg, Rhoda Henry, Leslie Henry, Elizabeth Myers, Hyman Rothman, Henry Sabes, Emmanuel Weinstock, Stuart Flexner, Catherine King, Elise Medinger, Donald Sarno, Meyer Siegel, Peggy Vine, Richard Bronner, Anthony Handmaker, Mitchell Netter, Samuel Stoller, Mark Huslander, Jane Goldstein, Barbara Kerson, Jessica Morrison, Sylvia Ruby, Clara Tuckman, Morton F. Baum, Victor Cohen, Murray Friedman, Harry Geisberg, William Kahn, Frida Linker, Josephine L. Marks, Edward Gladstone, Warner Hammond, Abraham Sidney Rodin, Louis Steinberg, David H. Wise, Alvin Frocht, Louis Glazer, Charlotte Landy, Elizabeth Marks, Evelyn Simon, Paul Suzanne, Philip Yoffe, and in recent days, Warren Pilon, Rabbi David Ellinson. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל שירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, ואמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Mao Tzu, Rock of Ages. Do you know the page?
Yes, I should. Hold on, let's see. I will be with them. I'm almost there, but I can tell you that we're going to do one verse in Hebrew and one verse in English.
365.
And it's
365. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Urim Sameach. May Chanukah bring a lot of light to our lives, and may we continue to bring light into this world. And please say Shabbat Shalom to someone you never met before. Shabbat Shalom.